And welcome back to White Claw Wednesdays. This is episode 119. As we just figured out, we are back in the main studio. Post work.
Oh yeah.
Post vibe. Post traffic.
Ryan's got
drive. Post Costco run.
Ryan's got the work fit on.
And we're cheersing right now. Let's cheers up, dude. We are cheersing. We're drinking.
Do ties choke you? Does it feel like?
Well, the trick is actually the collar that you have.
Okay.
So if your collar's too tight, and you put a tie on it, then it's gonna choke you. I've been sized for a tie before, and they do it. I mean, not a tie, but a shirt, and they like to size them really, really tight. I'm not a fan of it. Yeah. I always go like an inch or a half inch over. Like I was sized for 15 and a half. I only buy 16 or 16 and a half. Because I don't like to be choked at all.
Yeah,
you know?
Dude.
The thing is that you can kind of see my chest hair sometimes. So if I do wear something with a tie or the 16s, then I have to shave. But TMI, sorry. All right.
Prepare for your glamour shot. You shave just like a few little hairs at the very top.
It's like those people that like snip just the tips of the nose hair. That's me. Have you
gotten? Do you have to trim your nose hairs?
I don't trim them, but I do have them. But they're kind of it's like I'd have to pick my boogers to get to them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, yeah. Because sometimes
they don't show.
Oh, okay. Because sometimes I get long black reachers, long black hairs coming out of the
Really,
nose.
that's interesting because you're not a hairy guy.
That's true, but I do the nose I have to handle.
Interestingly enough, you're not a hairy guy in terms of, I'll just say chest hair.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll leave it at that. But but you're hairy in terms of your face.
Yeah, I do.
Because you have a full grown beard.
Yeah,
I mean you can go full lumberjack.
I think I might,
which you've done many times.
I'm feeling like I'm gonna go back to it a little bit.
Well, this is your forte. You go lumberjack, like basically bald. Lumberjack, basically bald.
Basically bald. Yeah. And this is my favorite.
Or buzzed, I should say.
This is my favorite form of the hair right now. When it's like about a month into the buzz, and
it's aged well, actually. Yeah, it has.
God, Ryan really is Sweeney Todd.
Dude, let me clean the sides up. You'll look really good, dude. I know that's totally opposite of the whole lumberjack thing.
Yeah. Clean the sides up. Yeah. You want to do like your
the wrist flick.
Yeah,
that's what I call it.
The wrist flick where you do the you kind of like layer it. You make it.
Yeah.
Make it
faded.
There it is. You fade it.
There we go.
You fade it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I like to practice a little myself. I honestly mainly practice on you.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. And then I cut my own hair, of course, to just save money, except for special occasions, which I do feel is, I don't know. I like to get haircuts, to be honest. And plus, I had a great barber at East Bay, who was my fraternity bro, actually. And then down here, I have one also who's a really great guy. And he actually gave me my haircut for free for my wedding.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a solid cut too, honestly.
I remember one time we went to your barber in East Bay. I think this might be the one you mentioned, and we also stopped at your favorite Mexican place in Hayward. Right? It was a place where it was like a combo market burrito place, and you
El Rancho.
Yeah.
So good,
dude,
and they're
really
big
good.
too.
Oh man, it's so good. Oh, man.
And they don't skimp on the meat portions too.
Yeah.
And their shrimp are jumbo shrimp. I mean, they're massive.
And I just love.
And the fajitas. Oh god, the fajitas are so good.
When you could get a tortilla that's big enough, and you wrap it well, and it's burrito. I love burritos.
Good burrito is a pick me up for sure.
Top 3 foods.
Oh, if I could eat one thing my entire life, I think it would be a burrito.
That's exactly what I would do too.
Dead ass.
Exactly
because you could you could literally put anything in it.
You can put anything in it, and not only that, but there's just even if you're following the rule of you can only like order burritos, like set burritos. Like if you had this card, like a gold burrito card, where you could go to any place that had burritos and you could get a burrito.
So wipe it.
That would be cool.
Now that would be life changing.
Oh man.
You know what sucks about Yorba Linda is we don't really have that great of Mexican food here, and I mean, hence me loving burritos. It's been very apparent that we don't have a good burrito spot. There's this place called Burrito Brothers, which is about 7-8 minutes away.
Yeah,
and it's good portions, but it just doesn't hit. It doesn't hit like a nice burrito should.
I just realized I've lived in Redondo Beach for over a year, and I haven't found a go-to burrito spot.
Yeah, but you're not very adventurous, are you?
Well, it's true. I haven't searched for a burrito spot.
I can tell. I could have called that, is what I was about to say.
Yeah, that's true. But no.
You're a chicken tenders, microwave chicken tenders type of guy,
Yeah. Yeah, often. Yeah, that's true. Also, I like the 3-pack frozen pizzas.
God,
the Red Baron. They do a 3-pack.
Those are good, dude.
For $9.99, 3-pack of frozen pizzas for $10 at grocery outlet.
How do you turn that up? How do you turn that up? I mean, that is ridiculously good pricing.
It's awesome.
3, and those are. I mean, if you want to be skimpy, I mean, that's 6 meals. If you could stretch out in 6 meals.
That is 6 meals.
You couldn't, but
yeah,
most people
for me
could.
it's 3 meals.
Right,
3
exactly.
Meals. But most people it's 6 meals, and then some people it's also like 9 meals.
Yeah.
Because you could just do like a third.
I don't know any of those people, but yes,
you could do a third of the pizza per meal. So that would be. You'd get 3 meals per pizza, so that'd be 3 times 3, 9 meals. Yeah. But no, I can't. No. And also I do the extra crispy too. Are you an extra crispy guy on pizza? Do you appreciate? Can you enjoy normally cooked pizza as much as you can a well done pizza? Because I personally can.
I'm not a crispy pizza guy.
Not a crispy pizza guy. Okay.
No, I like it to be firm, which is tough because my favorite pizza is thin crust pizza. Honestly, I'm less. The less carbs,
crispy.
the better.
That's usually crispy.
It's usually crispy. Well, no, because typically what happens when I order a thin crust pizza is I've got so much on there.
Yeah.
That when I pick up a slice, the front tip just falls right down.
Flop.
You
get.
So it's tough because I don't like to pick up a pizza and that happen, but I also don't like it to be too burnt. And usually you can't have one or the other, especially if you go to like a Mod Pizza or a Blaze Pizza.
True.
And I'm the type of guy that puts a lot of toppings on my pizza. So
yeah, if you're loading up on a place like Blaze, there's no amount of cooking that you can do on the pizza to make it not flop.
It's just too thin.
It's gonna flop.
Yeah.
If you're putting X amount of ingredients on it, which is hard not to do with Build Your Own. Like Build Your Own is like you go through there and you have freaking 30 toppings. Are you kidding me,
dude? When did these places become a thing?
Like
when we were growing up,
the Build Your Own pizza places.
When we were growing up,
yeah,
Build Your Own Pizza, Build Your Own anything really. I feel like those places are somewhat of a new.
They weren't as big when we were kids.
Yeah, maybe within the last 15 years they've really taken off.
I would agree. Yeah.
What other Build Your Own? I mean, there's Build Your Own Pizza. There's Build Your Own Mexican food, of course.
And
poke.
Wait, Build Your Own. Oh wait, rewind. Build Your Own Mexican food. What is where is that?
Chipotle.
Oh my God! Yeah. Holy shit! I didn't even. Yes.
El Rancho is Build Your Own. I mean,
El Rancho was Build Your Own.
I mean, you have like the basic, like, what meat do you
also
want?
Subway's the think about it. Subway's the
Subway
is the biggest.
Subway was like the pioneer then. I think so.
Think about it. They're the biggest.
Yeah.
Did you know they have the most franchises, the most stores?
I only recently learned this actually.
It's them and then McDonald's.
Insane.
And it's crazy.
How does Subway have more than McDonald's?
So many Subways, dude. But when you really, if you just started to pay attention, because I have noticed this over the years, just because I used to love Subway, and I used to always joke about with my mom when I was growing up, we'd go on a vacation, and I'd always say, "Oh, let's go to Subway."
Yeah.
Because they're always around, and I would notice, and I'm like, "There's always a Subway," and there really is, because they're so easy. You can put them in a closet, Open up.
There was a Subway on my college campus.
There was a Subway on my college campus.
I bet they're on every freaking college campus.
A big reason why I lost my need for Subway forever, because I spent an entire year eating nothing but Subway. I would have Subway 2 to 3 times a week, and when I would go, I would get 2 footlongs.
Wow.
every time. And there was one time, and I would always finish.
That's impressive.
I'd always finish both.
What sandwiches though?
I'd usually go Italian, Italian.
Yeah.
And I'd go the oven roasted chicken.
Oven roasted chicken.
Yeah.
I think actually that's the one that I used to get.
Yeah, oven roasted chicken is just the weird looking white slabs of chicken that they like heat up and then throw on the bread.
Oh no, that's not the one I would get.
That's not the one. They also have the one that's diced, like the diced cube chicken.
That's the one I would get,
Yeah.
and then they'd have like a sauce on it or something.
Oh, and I would also get the rotisserie chicken sometimes. They had a rotisserie chicken, which was basically like, imagine like a Costco chicken that's like pulled apart.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And that was really, yeah. So I had multiple, and sometimes I can't even lie. I'm not gonna lie to the viewers. If Scott's listening, he would want me to be honest about this. I did have tuna sometimes.
I'm okay with that. Yeah. Why is that a big deal?
Well, it's just some people judge the tuna and the tuna choice, especially post finding out that Subway tuna might not be actual tuna. Which, looking back on it,
really?
Totally. Yeah. Have you not heard about this?
No, I didn't know this.
Oh, there's a big thing about Subway tuna not being real tuna. Like some coworker, that's the wrong word. Some person who used to work at Subway did this whole post on the internet about how the tuna isn't real, how they would make it, and none of the ingredients was actual tuna, and then Subway.
What does Subway say?
Subway's like, no, we use tuna. We've always used tuna.
I believe Subway.
And there's a lawsuit going on right now, or
Really?
maybe it ended, about them having to prove that it's tuna, and they've been using tuna, and I had and I got to say that I had a lot of tuna sandwiches from Subway, and I enjoyed all of them. And
you can't be that big and not be using tuna. I mean, that's ridiculous. I don't
know.
That's like when Jack in the Box came out and they were like, "Oh yeah, our beef tacos are actually soy."
Yeah, soy.
And they had. I mean, you can't lie about that. You know, it's like someone's gonna find out. So when someone found out, they were like, "Yep, they're soy."
yeah. We admit it. Yeah.
You know, like you can't lie about that.
That's weird how.
I used to get tuna sandwiches all the time in college, not from Subway, but I would. Yeah. There was this little we called it the Pod, which is just like the little market there, and just grab and go type tuna sandwiches.
My current tuna fix.
You can go a full day on a nice tuna sandwich.
Oh man. Yeah, tuna's heavy.
It's heavy. You got a lot of fat, got a lot of protein, and then just the carbs on top.
And the carbs on top.
That's all you need, man. Yeah. One of those a day.
Dude, now that I think about it, yeah, the tuna sandwich is covering all bases.
Tuna sandwiches are really good. If you like chicken salad
sandwiches are also super good.
Are really gonna like tuna salad.
Yeah,
I think tuna sandwiches are better than chicken salad.
I agree with you, and that's how a chicken salad sandwich was first sold to me by my mother. Was she said it tastes like a tuna sandwich, and I was like, okay, I'll try it.
It literally does, except tuna's way better, I think.
Tuna's like a better
It complements
the mayonnaise better.
Yes.
Than the chicken.
Yeah.
See the cool thing about tuna sandwiches is it almost feels like it complements so well that it feels like one thing. Because when I was a kid and I first had a tuna sandwich, I didn't realize I didn't understand that mayonnaise was in it. I just thought that was tuna.
Neither did I. Me too.
When I was a kid, I thought, oh yeah, tuna when they grind it up and it becomes that. That's just what I thought.
Me too.
So that's how good the complement of flavor is that it just but when I'm having the chicken salad sandwich, I'm consciously aware of okay, it's chicken and mayonnaise.
Yes.
Which, not to bring it down or anything, but it's just
chicken salad's really good.
Oh yeah, chicken salad's so good. And
yeah,
egg salad not
up there.
Not up there.
Not up there at all.
my person.
But you know what? Amanda's mom makes this. It's a form of egg salad. What is it called? It's egg salad, right? Where it's just kind of mashed up with
mashed up eggs, mashed up I think what it is it's hard boiled eggs that are deshelled obviously, and then mashed up and mixed with mayonnaise and green onions and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
She makes this thing. She calls it mayonnaise. I'm probably butchering that, but mayonnaise, which is just like mayonnaise in Portuguese. It is so freaking good, and it is egg salad. Oh, but it's like the Brazilian form. There's kind of corn and little tomato bits in there. Dude, it's next level. It's next level. Problem is, you eat that 3 days in a row, and your stomach starts to churn.
Yeah.
It's you can't.
There's some foods you just can't abuse.
It's the one and done type of deal. Maybe twice, because you can't have mayonnaise and eggs consistently. I mean, that's not good for your gut biome. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen this thing going around?
What?
I've seen videos on the internet, and it's people will, the new reels and TikToks.
Yeah.
It'll be them like in the gym and they're like doing things and they're like me thinking blah blah blah, having Celsius before the gym was a good idea, and then it's like
the Celsius energy drink.
Yeah, and then they're in a hospital bed, and it's like, oh, my gut biome like exploded. Have you seen those? I've seen two of them by now, and I don't know what's happening, but I've had Celsius before.
I've heard of the Celsius drink.
Yeah.
And I've only heard good things about it, but that's because the people who've drank it on the internet of shows I've watched are also sponsored by it.
They're sponsored, yeah.
So it's kind of... Yeah. But I've heard a lot about like, oh, Celsius. Celsius is this. It's like it's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, no sugar, like no calories, tons of energy, and it's just like that seems to be like.
See, I think I fell for it again.
That seems to be the gimmick with a lot of these energy drinks. Is like, hey, no repercussions and calories and sugars, and it just gives you a ton of energy. And it's funny to me like how it's like calories and sugars seem to be like the two big things that like
sucrose or whatever, the fake sugar, whatever
that the companies hit when they're trying to get you to buy their product. And it's like an athletic product, like it's like, oh, it doesn't have sugars, it doesn't have calories. It's like, I guess those are the things you're avoiding. I don't like. I don't know anything about like health and just like getting buffer or strong. I don't know anything about that, but it's just interesting that I always notice like those are the two. Seems like those
sugar
are the two.
Sugar is bad.
Sugar is bad, and less calories is good.
Well,
like
yes,
you're just beaten over the head with that.
Sure, yeah, that's true. That's true. Especially when you're trying to lose weight, sugar is the devil. You know, and it's kind of true. I mean, sugar is really not that great for you if you're trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
The great part about sugar is that it's energy that can be retained within the body. And it's like immediate too. So like if you need it right now and you drink some sugar, like you're gonna have energy. Which I think is why kids love it too. Because
it just go. Yeah. And it's why it's also why it's a really good video game snack.
Yeah, like, that's true.
Or movie snack.
Like Mountain Dew.
Yeah, you're kind of unaware. Like
70 grams of sugar.
Yeah,
it's like insane.
You're consuming all the sugar while you're playing or watching, and it's keeping you like more alert and keeping you more into it, and keeps you from falling asleep.
Have you seen those aloe vera drinks?
Aloe vera drinks.
It's like aloe vera, and it's like green.
Wait, you mean like aloe vera, like the stuff you put on when you're sunburned?
Yes, but it's
no, I didn't know they made a drink.
They made a drink. And they did the shadiest thing while doing it.
Yeah.
So I went to this was back when I was living with my parents, beginning the pandemic. JK Market, actually.
Oh,
my dad stops there. He'll grab a Red Bull. He'll grab a Coke or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a drink too. And so I'm going through, and I'm like, I don't want an energy drink. I don't want coffee. I don't want anything like, I don't know.
You're looking for something new and natural.
Yes. Hey, thanks, man. And so I'm like, oh, aloe vera, like, drink, and it's, kind of cucumber flavored. I was like, oh, let me try this. And so I'm drinking, and I'm like, holy cow, this is so sweet. I mean, it was like drinking a Gatorade or a Red Bull or something like that. I flip it around, 40 grams of sugar, 2 servings per bottle. And it's not much bigger than this, dude. 2 servings.
So 80 grams if you're
80 grams of sugar. Now I drank the shit out of it after, but
yeah. Well, obviously, I mean, we don't waste money around here.
Yeah, but wow. I mean, come on, people. Like that should be illegal in my books. You can't have a single use. I mean, it's not single use technically, but you can't have a bottle with a cap.
That's how they're getting away with it. Is they're printing 2 serving sizes.
And exactly, you look at it, you glance at it, and you're like, oh, 40 grams, like this is better than a soda or something, or most juices actually. And you don't see the second serving.
Was it added sugars?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God!
It has to be. Where are you gonna get 80 grams of natural?
That's true, but you know what I'm talking about in terms of like when it has the sugar line, and then it's got underneath it added sugars, and then it shows how much of the sugars are added.
Yeah.
Do you remember if like most of that sugars were added?
I'm
in the added category.
I want to say I don't, but I want to say most of it was because I don't think aloe vera has sugar in it.
Or coconut has that much sugar in it because you said it was coconut flavored. It's like coconut flavored.
I think I said cucumber, but it was definitely cucumber? Coconut. Okay, Thank you for correcting me.
Okay, well, I mean either way, coconut or cucumber. I feel like neither of those.
I don't know why I was thinking. Coconut. But
all I'm saying cucumber. Is like if that was like natural, like you wanted it to be, look like the way you described it, and if it was natural, I can see it having less than 10 grams of sugar and
not
tasting sweet and tasting like nature.
Because
that's why I don't like coconut water. I've had coconut water before, and it tastes too much like
it's not sweet enough.
Yeah, it's like exactly like this is I'm tasting nature right now.
I really enjoy a natural taste with just a hint of sugar to where it doesn't taste like dirt.
Yeah.
It's like if they can, like I wish, I don't know. Products like that were more successful. But they were just not overloaded with sugar. Like when I drink something and it's just overloaded with sugar, like Arizona green or iced tea, green tea, whatever it is.
Oh yeah, any Arizona tea.
It's just like, wow, this is too much. I want a little bit of tea and I want a little bit of sugar. Where can I get that? You can't get it. You can't get it anywhere. It's either unsweetened or you're gonna die from I don't know, heart disease or whatever you get from drinking too much sugar.
I think learning about how bad soda and sugary drinks and just sugar was in general made me like.
I still don't even know why it's really bad.
Kept me from doing it.
All I know is that and I don't even know if I'm right about this, but what I know, and I could be wrong, is that any like sugar you don't use turns into fat in your body. That sounds right. Every gram of sugar that you don't use, your body wants to store for future use.
Future use, yeah.
So it turns into fat.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So one sugar, one fat. So if you're drinking sugary drinks at night, oh, you bet your ass that whole bottle, whatever, 12 ounces, just, I don't know where it's going, but most of it's just
going somewhere.
You've added 12 ounces of fat. I mean, excluding all the, water and stuff. But
just like, here's a good way of like imagining it. Just like freeze whatever. Come back. But yeah, you just take the mass of what you're eating and then just, stick it on yourself,
Exactly.
Yeah.
that's how I picture it,
Just like tape it, wrap tape on it.
And it makes me feel,
I felt like I was going somewhere like so profound and funny with that, and then I just crashed. So that was
because it wasn't funny, or because you lost your train of thought?
Because as I started to say it, I realized I didn't have it. Like
it didn't have the
pizzazz that it had in my head. Like you can have an idea in your head, and then as soon as you start to like say it, it's like, ooh, I lost it.
That's why being witty is so impressive to me. It's like, because that happens to me a lot. That happens to me a lot. I'll like think of something, and I'll start saying it, or my delivery's off, and I'm just like, wow, that wasn't as funny as I thought it was gonna be. Yeah,
and speaking of the holiday that is happening the day this episode comes out, Fortucero. 420.
Ah, sim, claro.
Yeah. Ryan. Talk about shutting down.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Fortucero. Ryan.
I know what Fortucero is.
Yeah, but I'm talking about when you're there. You want to talk about shutting down and not being able to, like...
What am I talking about shutting down? Oh.
I'm talking about you. You really can't express anything.
Yeah, well, when Fortucero hits me, I mean, it's bad. It's bad. I mean, I basically can't have a conversation with anybody, including my best friends.
You remember Super Bowl Sunday with the one sip of the drink?
Yeah, but that drink was ridiculously potent.
Yeah, but it was still still just funny to see it happen.
I had one drink of Frank's Fortucero beverage, and I was literally floored. I mean, floored. And this guy, we won't go, but he finished that drink. Let's just say that.
Yeah, we don't need to go into the whole thing. It was Super Bowl Sunday, that's just how it be.
Yeah, man. How did we get on food? I mean, we've been talking.
We've
pretty much gone from tuna sandwich to.
That's how we got on to
marijuana beverages.
Yeah,
in my books, we've hit pretty much everything that we needed to.
Well, I was gonna say that, like, have you ever had the Jersey Mike's tuna sandwich?
No. In fact, I don't really.
Wait, you don't really like Jersey Mike's?
I'm not that much of a fan of it. I don't know. It's not. When you guys are like, it's the best sub place ever. I'm just like, I don't know. It's
okay. Well, what do you put in as your best sub place?
Best subs,
which is also crazy to me about Subway being the
not
most,
a chain at all.
Yeah, but isn't that also sort of the mind blowing part about Subway? Because it doesn't feel like the whole sub sandwich food category is the most popular food.
No, but it's also I feel as if it was looked at as healthier for a long time.
Yeah, because of the
Subway
Jared Fogle thing.
really tried to market it that way.
Yeah.
And then they got the $5 footlong. I mean, we're talking the iconic marketing
with
ploy
the song
by them.
and
it wasn't even a ploy. I mean, it was real. It was a $5 footlong.
Yeah, it was real,
sub.
but it also didn't seem to last that long.
The $5 definitely didn't.
Because I remember it going away so quickly that it was like, it started, I was like, oh, $5 footlongs. Yeah. And then it was like, oh, they're only on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Oh, they're only on Tuesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh, only Sundays now. Oh, it's not a thing anymore. Like I just remember going through that phase.
Yeah.
And then by the time I'm a freshman in college and we got the 24-hour Subway on campus, the $5 footlong is so in the past.
Yeah, you can't get a footlong for $5.
I mean, last time I went,
not even like the cheapest footlong.
Yeah, last time I went to Subway, I think a footlong was like $7.35, if I can remember correctly. And I wouldn't be surprised if now at this point it's like $9.35. Because
some of them are $10.
I haven't been there in five years, so I'm assuming.
I guarantee some of them are past $10 now.
I bet.
Yeah, I mean, that's what really. I wouldn't even have tried to do I wouldn't even try to do a footlong before the $5 footlong came out. Mm-hmm. And what were we in, like 9th grade or something when I think they started doing that? Maybe even 8th?
Yeah, probably a little bit earlier.
Earlier than that, maybe, yeah. But, I don't know, man. They just got everyone going on it. Yeah. They got everyone coming in. Oh, my God, $5 footlongs. Let's go to Subway. And then as soon as they had this influx of customers, and then recurring customers because it tastes really good. Then they raise their prices.
I just noticed something really. I guess it's not funny for like PC stuff, but it's like I'm a
political correct.
Yeah, politically correct stuff. Yeah. But it's like I'm.
We're not politically.
We're not political. And I'm. Here's the thing. I'm just thinking at the height of. I know Jared Fogle ended up being a CP guy, criminal, bad. Kind of probably put a stain on Subway's reputation. But I'm imagining someone in the prime of Jared.
Wait, what happened?
Jared Fogle? You don't know about Jared Fogle's...
I don't know who Jared Fogle is, dude.
The downfall? You don't...
I don't know who that is.
Ryan doesn't know about Jared...
Is he the $5... or he's the...
Dude, he's the guy who...
He was the weight loss dude.
Yeah, he's the guy who made... Okay. He's like... He helped put Subway on the map.
Yeah.
He's the dude who said he ate Subway for lunch every day and lost 100 and something pounds.
Yeah.
And he ended up being... He got caught with child pornography on his computer, basically.
Really?
Yeah, and went,
I think I actually remember this.
Trial, prison, all that stuff, yeah.
This was a long time ago, though.
Oh, this was a while ago.
Okay.
Definitely a while ago. Definitely a while ago. But what I'm saying is, like, he was the face of Subway during its prime $5 foot.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
$5 foot long, like,
for sure.
Taking off days.
For sure.
And I was just thinking of, like, kind of like a fucked up thing and, like, imagining someone, like, seeing the commercials for Jared Fogle losing weight, and then thinking, "Hey, I'm going to lose weight at Subway," and they start eating at Subway, but they're making all the wrong choices in terms of like what they're getting, so they just end up going the opposite way and getting bigger.
Probably.
I'm just thinking about like that happening to a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Well,
because they're not getting guided on what to get. Yeah, and like any fast food restaurant,
also,
there are unhealthy options.
To think that you can have a foot long. Not do any exercise.
Yeah.
Twice a day or whatever they were doing, once a day, and then think you're gonna lose weight. I mean, those can be up to 2,000 calories, I imagine.
Yeah.
Like the worst footlong, probably 2,000 calories, which is
I would agree.
Which is the recommended daily. Entirety caloric intake.
I'm now realizing that I think that whole weight loss commercial campaign allowed Subway to become the fast food chain with the most locations because it was like, oh, this is fast food that I eat and I lose weight.
Yeah,
like that's all. Like that's basically what they were saying. Like we are fast food where if you eat us once a day, you lose weight, and that was like that on the back of like Super Size Me. Seeing someone because imagine like Super Size Me was a pretty big movie in 2004, and like people were watching that and being like, man, sometimes I think I wish I could eat McDonald's every day and
not gain that much weight.
Yeah, and not end up because like this guy did. Because he
actually didn't gain that much weight if you think about it. I mean,
yeah, but it still wasn't like. My point is, it wasn't a invitational movie. Like you didn't watch
Yeah.
Super Size Me and like want to eat McDonald's more. I mean, I just assume like looking at mass, but then you see commercials about Jared losing weight eating Subway every day, and you're like, oh, I want to do that instead of McDonald's. And then that's when the tables shift, and it's like Subway is now today we stand Subway is number 1 and McDonald's is number 2 in locations worldwide. So it's like
locations doesn't necessarily mean like more successful though, you know.
Yeah, I don't know about that,
right.
But it's just like when you look up like fast food chain with most locations, Subway comes up and McDonald's is number 2.
That's crazy to me, because what's insane is that people actually have to get out of their car.
Yeah, there's not a drive-through. There's not
to get the food.
I didn't even think of that.
And you know what? Maybe that's
a great
also
point.
Maybe that's also why people thought it was healthier, because it wasn't. It's not fast food, but
there's not a drive-through.
It's there. I mean, it is fast food.
And they're looking
Chipotle
at
is fast food.
lettuce, and they're looking at tomato, and they're looking
if the meat and whatever you're getting is ready right there. Yeah. All you have to do is order. That's fast food.
Oh yeah. If you're ordering it, then getting it.
If you order and then they make it, I wouldn't consider that fast food. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But in a way, when you're ordering it at Subway, they're making it in front of you.
Yes, but the ingredients are already
made. The ingredients are already ready to go.
Know?
Yeah.
Like Blaze Pizza, not fast food. They have to make the pizza. They have to cook the pizza.
Okay, Ryan's taking this a little. Okay,
I'm getting a little technical.
No, you're getting technical. Okay. See, I don't know. I would consider Blaze fast food just because of its large, because of its chain size.
No, but it's not fast at all. You have to wait like 20 minutes for that thing to finish. Who am I telling?
Such an over-exaggerate. Hey, dude, I worked at Blaze, man. I can tell you, dude. I would consider it a fast food place.
Okay.
I really would.
I'll heed your advice.
And
I'm going to take it back.
And then here's the thing. I wouldn't consider it a fast food place if it was like one and only. Like if Blaze was like a Riverside only product that was a single location, family on, like then I'd be like, okay. Like even if it had that style.
I don't even know if that.
But because,
that doesn't even factor into my decision.
That doesn't factor into the fact that it's a major. It's owned by LeBron James, dude.
Is it really? I didn't.
Yeah,
even know
he's like a huge part of it. That's why I don't know if you know Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports.
Yeah.
He's a big LeBron hater because he likes to call LeBron a hypocrite and stuff. And you know how he with China and NBA, all that
yeah,
stuff.
That was a bad look, definitely.
But you know how Dave Portnoy does the one bite pizza reviews?
Yes.
He did a pizza review for Blaze, and he's talking about LeBron James. He's mentioning LeBron James in the pizza review and stuff. And you know, people, I know people know about my history with LeBron, but I'm gonna be an honest Raider here. And he takes one bite and he just drops the pizza to the ground and walks away and says 0. But I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's
totally not. Honest,
totally not honest. Yeah. But this is what
it's
I mean.
Comical,
this is what I mean in terms of it's like when you think of like that sort of, because that's sort of become a whole genre of food is like fast fired pizza, like pizza that's like, because it's supposed to be like quicker than the standard like Papa John's, oven sort of. It's supposed to be like fires. It burns the pizza, cooks it quick.
Yeah.
Blaze has become the king of that.
I think
arena.
So that's true.
So, but it is. I think it is. But I understand what you're saying. You could argue it as a non-fast food place, just because of the type of ingredients they have. They got fresh mozzarella. They got all these cool vegetables to put on your pizza. They got gluten-free crust. They got all that. So they do have things about it that could allow an argument for being like, yeah, that's not fast food.
I don't even factor any of that into my decision. I'm just looking at...
How are you making this decision then?
Time. I'm looking at time,
you're looking at time,
dude. Fast food.
Fast food. You're basing it on time. I like that.
Is it
simple.
Fast?
It's fast and it's food.
That's fast food to me.
Okay, we're putting it in. Blaze in. Fast food. It was already in.
Wait. You're still putting Blaze in there.
Wait, were you not putting Blaze in there?
I don't know if I'd consider Blaze fast food.
It's fast.
But dude. you have to wait.
Here's the reason why I don't think it's fast is because it's always crowded when you go and you wait a long line of people.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
Imagine if you went there at
a
time
I'm not waiting for the line. If I'm not in line, if there's no line.
Yeah, if there's like 3 people in front of you, you wait like 2-3 minutes to get your pizza in. It takes Because it really does take like 5 minutes to cook.
It takes like 5 minutes.
It's not a long cook.
I'm gonna give it to you. Okay. No, if there's no line,
see
that's fast food.
That's what almost ruins some of these fast food places is they become so popular that they're not fast food anymore. Like In-N-Out and Chick-fil-A are kind of in that arena, and that some locations are so poppin'.
Yeah.
And Panda Express, I mentioned it in the speech, and I wasn't even like that was a joke.
Panda Express is fast food.
It is fast food.
Yeah.
And I mentioned it being
the line is not fast though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And dude, the location close to me is always just the line is like sticking out of the intersection and causing traffic.
You won't believe what I saw.
What?
A Panda Express with a drive-through.
Dude, the one near me has a drive-through.
Seriously? They must be making them like that now.
Oh, they are. For sure.
That's ridiculous.
You know the one in Merino? Okay, there's a Panda, you know the Merino Valley Costco?
Yeah.
There's a Panda Express in that shopping center, also has a drive-through.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, dude, these drive-thrus get backed up, dude.
Yeah, because it's freaking Panda.
It's Panda, and it's the same with Chick-fil-A. It's the same with In-N-Out. These drive-thrus get packed up, and it almost becomes like it's not even fast food anymore.
You know what's insane about Panda Express is how goddamn consistent their orange chicken is. It is so consistent.
So good.
You can go to the Panda Express in Barstow or New York, and that orange chicken is going to taste damn good, and it's going to taste the same every single time. I love
orange chicken.
They have truly mastered it. I mean, it is quite impressive. Like if you go to a McDonald's here, you could be at a bad McDonald's and you could have a burger that's not great at all. This is my opinion. And then you can go to another McDonald's and you get a burger and you're like, oh wow, McDonald's isn't that bad.
Wait, you've noticed differences in McDonald's and McDonald's 100%. Products? Really?
Okay, to be fair, I haven't really eaten at McDonald's in a long time. I think the last time I ate at McDonald's, I had like a few bites of the McNuggets.
Yeah, chicken McNuggets.
Or like a McFlurry or something.
The chicken McNuggets are... I saw a social media post that they're all the same. Like they have set shapes. Like it's not random.
That pisses me off, dude.
Like it's like they
how dare they?
They took
someone's got to figure this out.
This person on social media, like they bought a bunch of nuggets.
Okay, so they did this,
and they organized them all.
Yeah,
and they had like 4 shape categories.
Yeah,
where they had 4 different shapes, and they had like 6 nuggets because they bought an X amount of nuggets, and the nuggets like split up almost evenly into the 4 shapes.
Wow!
And it was almost like it's like 4 puzzle pieces. Like you get one of the 4 per nugget. Like it's gonna be one of 4 shapes.
God, I just imagine some.
And they're different enough, and there's 4 of them to where it tricks you into thinking that it's random.
You don't think about it.
You don't think about it. You think it's random.
Those. Oh, I hate those executives at McDonald's, man. I could just see them sitting behind a little. In their desks, in their chairs, in a nice room, and they're looking at these charts, and someone's explaining to them that, we can trick the public by making 4 different ones and have the slightest ones and a couple irregulars. And they're all like, yes.
Yeah.
This will make us millions.
Because they're thinking about how, like, okay.
God, I hate those people.
They're like, okay, so frozen chicken nuggets, they're thinking about their competition. They're like, frozen chicken nuggets, some of them are all the same shape. Like, it's just all circles.
Yes, that's true.
And they're thinking, okay, well.
How do we make this look more fresh?
And the manufacturers are like, okay, well, it's cheaper to just have X amount of shapes or one shape.
Yeah.
And the McDonald's are like, okay, well, let's do 4 shapes and make them unique and weird looking.
Yeah.
So that way people think that each one is random.
Or the batter is what really like makes it look like they're not the same.
Yes, because the batter fries in different ways.
The batter irregular, but the shape's all the same underneath.
Because they have like the chicken, like they grind up the chickens, and then they have like the chicken goo paste that they squirt probably into the shapers.
God, this makes me want to go vegan, dude.
And then this
is terrible.
They cook them a little bit. They dip them in the batter. They fry them, and the batter makes it look like they're different.
God. McDonald's, if someone's gonna make me go vegan, it's McDonald's.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Have you seen Super Size Me?
I have seen Super Size Me.
Okay.
Yeah, why?
I'm just saying,
I honestly can't remember.
Maybe a rewatch. A rewatch could be what puts you over if you're really trying to go there.
Dude. I don't know. I'm not.
Okay, you're not. Okay.
When I walked on campus, I'm sorry. I'm gonna sound like such a dick right now. Excuse my language. I'm gonna sound terrible. Me and my friend Grant were on campus, and we're walking down. It's called the Unions or whatever, and this is like where the students are at.
Mm-hmm. And
someone has set up a booth with like a bunch of monitors in this like circle. Mm-hmm. And they're like, we'll give you $1 if you watch this video. And I'm like, all right, like I got some time.
Oh, I remember you telling me this story. I love this story.
I watched this video, and it's literally showing just the most gruesome and brutal parts of like the meat industry, and in particular the chicken.
Yeah.
You know, and wow, I guess poultry, and wow, was it brutal? And she straight up asked me after watching this video. She goes, after watching this video, do you think you'll change your habits? I go, no. I take the $1.
No,
and I
give me
walk
that $1.
away.
I'm gonna go get a
okay, but
chicken.
I sound terrible, but
yeah.
I mean, I wasn't gonna change my habits, but it left an impression on my mind. So
I like to make the faux kind of like the state. You know when you can make a statement about something, that you make it because you think that like, oh, I'm never gonna have to live up to this, you know. Like if like a team is down like 3-0, well, just something crazy, and you say, oh, I'll bet this on that. Like I'll bet you $1 million that this happens.
Oh, but it means nothing.
But it means it's meaningless, and you bet it on something that you know is like it's not gonna happen. This and that.
Sure.
And I'm thinking like, imagine if you made a bet on something about like if all meat was taken away. I like to think that if tomorrow all production on food regarding animals was shut down and the entire world was forced to be vegan, I could be like, I could do that.
I think I could too.
And
to be truthful,
and that's the big reason why
as long as we still have protein powder.
Yeah, and that's the big reason why like I could do something like watch that video of those chickens and say no and take the $1. It's because I know that like if I become a vegan right now, it's not gonna keep the chicken nuggets from squirting out. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I do know what you're saying.
So it's like why not enjoy the wrong that's gonna keep happening?
Also, like how many people can you show that
wrong?
How many people can you show that video
and get them to continue to do what they do
or stop doing it?
Yeah, that's
like
true.
How many people?
That would be a good test. Is like what's the percentage of people who do change their habits after seeing that video compared to not? 300
million Americans, and that's just in the United States.
Yeah.
So then you need $300 million to get everyone to watch that video. Anyways, I'm kind of glad we're talking about the whole vegan thing because I've said some dumb stuff on this podcast. One time I don't know why I couldn't think of it because I knew this in my mind, but we were talking about how it doesn't make sense about like, the amount of land that you need, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, one cow fits right here, but I didn't think of how much land you need to feed that cow, which is much more than is produced by this cow. But also, like let's say that happens, right? What do we do with all these animals? Like we've created sort of this.
Oh yeah, we've created this breeding thing that we have all these. Yeah.
It's like we've created a problem, and like, okay, let's say we all decide tomorrow the solution is to go vegan. What do we do with all these animals that we've created? I mean, we can't let them graze on the grass. It's going to destroy the ecosystem, which probably the vegans love as well, right? And I love the ecosystem. We all love the ecosystem, right? I think that's pretty standard. I don't know. It's like we keep digging ourselves in a hole here, It's like consumers wanted meat and we wanted all these things. And now it's like, can we even go back?
Yeah, true. I mean,
without like a cull, we'd literally have to like cull these animals, which is terrible.
Yeah.
It's like, geez, what do we do?
If we really wanted to do the whole vegan thing, it wouldn't be like a it starts tomorrow thing, I don't think. I think it would have
That's
to be...
true.
It'd have to be...
It's like a slow...
It'd have to be a math problem of, okay, we got to stop producing these animals at a crazy rate. So we got to take our hand out of production. And we just got to basically figure out what's overpopulation. And we got to, as sad as it is to say, we got to eat and kill the animals we got left that are going to cause overpopulation. And once we hit that number... Then we shut down. We go vegan.
So what are you doing? Are you selecting people who get to eat meat while there's shortages, or are you just making it priced extremely high.
And
whoever affords it.
Yeah, we don't price high. We just ride out with what we got left. We
with
just
the same prices.
Basically, we warn companies and warn businesses, hey, meat's over, and you got X amount of days. Like you got this amount of months of meat shipments coming in, and you got this amount of days to come up with a vegan menu, or you're done.
Oh wow!
And that's right where we get to the point of it can't happen, because that would destroy American jobs, because we can't have every restaurant be vegan.
No, we can't.
So there it is. We're stuck.
Because the only vegan meat that we have at the moment is like an Impossible Burger.
Yeah.
Or like a Beyond Burger.
Or like jackfruit. Which,
by the way, what is that?
Jackfruit is like this. It's this fruit that when you cook it acts like meat. Like it behaves like meat. Kind of like mushroom can kind of have a meaty thing.
Oh yeah.
Like jackfruit is basically, it's like a plant that, when prepared the right way, it
kind of has the same.
It has a vibe of meat. Like you could have like a jackfruit burrito and have it be a vegan burrito. Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the only thing we have right now. So I don't know. As soon as we can produce, like, I'm down to go vegan. Truthfully, I am, because those Beyond Burgers
are good
that I get at Costco.
Yeah,
are really good. In fact, I almost like them more than like a regular burger, because they cook better. They hold moisture so much better. Truthfully, I mean, if you're asking me, like, oh, do you want a Beyond Burger or like a patty, like just a classic patty?
Yeah,
I'm going Beyond Burger, dude. They're juicy, they're nice, and if you cook them like, you get like a oil in the pan, the edges get super crispy.
Nice.
You ever cooked like pancakes?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Crispy edges,
dude. They're fire.
The moist center. Yeah.
But what are we doing about the steaks? I don't know, But as soon as we can get there, as soon as some company can magically produce like vegetables that taste like a ribeye, I'm in that, dude. Yeah, I'm in that.
All right, well.
Wow, I can't believe we talked about food this entire time.
To planet Earth and food.
To planet Earth. Oh, do you know
119.
Earth Day is
perfect? Look at that,
dude.
Earth Day's Friday.
Look at that. No, Earth Day's tomorrow.
No, 420's tomorrow. Earth Day's Friday, April 22nd.
Is it? Okay, just kidding.
All right, 119.
Love y'all.
Love y'all. Peace.
Peace.